Trump declares war on carp, vowing to eliminate the invasion from Asia. Hello everyone, I am Dai Hong. Not long ago, on March 10th, Trump announced high profile on social media, declaring war on Asian carp and stated he is cooperating with the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, to protect the Great Lakes from the threat of invasive species. And in this new battle, he will also invite governors from Illinois, Wisconsin, and other states to participate, including even Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. However, Carney's title is not Prime Minister, but governor. Actually, this is not the first time, in recent months, whenever there's a chance, Trump would express the idea of wanting Canada to become the 51st state of the United States. Of course, this is not important and has nothing to do with today's topic. This Asian carp is not some secret code, nor is it a nickname for illegal immigrants, but the real fish we eat. For example, commonly seen in our markets, grass carp, mackerel, catfish, crucian carp, and others. In America, they call it a big sand foursquare, consuming local mollusks, plants, and such, having a devastating impact. How did these Asian carp end up in North America? Did they swim straight across the Pacific? Of course not. The cause of this phenomenon can be traced back to the 1960s. In the 1960s-70s, the U.S. introduced grass carp, catfish, among 4 types of fish, from our country to solve the water eutrophication problem as a biological cleaner, hoping to help improve the local water environment, thus letting the wolves into the house. These Asian carp were widely distributed across states. In 1993, the Mississippi River Basin experienced a major flood, leading Asian carp in this chaos to slip into other local waterways. After reaching different rivers, the carp discovered this is simply paradise, with few predators, even including the local Spider-Man, who seemingly don't consume freshwater fish, in addition to abundant food, coupled with a high reproductive rate of carp sashimi, causing their population to explode. By 2000, Asian carp approached the Great Lakes. It became a potential water crisis. Some fat and thin carp jump out of the water afterward, potentially causing the giant to fall into the water in fright, seeing the water gradually increasing. It is not without effect. Another one, these carp eat too much. The food for other local fish around is almost eaten up, a significant impact on the development of local fisheries. By 2004, the U.S. Congress made special appropriations for the first time to launch systematic control of Asian carp. By 2020, over $3 billion have been invested. In 2012, the Obama administration invested $51.5 million in the river connecting the Mississippi River and the Great Lakes, established an electric grid barrier to block their path of spread. By 2014, the Obama administration launched a 25-year, $18 billion water system interception project, established a coordination committee, and passed relevant legislation to attempt technical culling. However, that $18 billion project appears not to have been implemented. How it developed afterward, we do not know either. The carp are having a hard time surviving. Fishermen are working even harder. So, used to do a lot of physical work to support the family. Now not so young anymore. Joints gradually aging every night. Knees and lower back always aching constantly as you get older. Wear and tear plus nutrient loss in joints. The problem is getting more severe, so supplementing joint nutrition. Glucosamine is important. Glucosamine can provide raw materials for cartilage cells, helps repair damaged cartilage, delays cartilage degeneration, reduces the speed of cartilage thinning and wear. Moreover, clinical research indicates glucosamine has a relieving effect on mild to moderate osteoarthritis. This information can be found. If your elderly family members have joint discomfort, I recommend everyone try what I am currently using. Cool Freeze Calm Sugar Little White Tube. The effect is really good. Not only does it add calm sugar inside, but it also additionally increases chondroitin and bone collagen protein. These are the core nutrients needed by joints. Chondroitin can accelerate the secretion of joint synovial fluid, reduce joint friction. Collagen can simultaneously enhance the toughness and stability of the tissues surrounding the joints. 3 effects in one, further preventing falls and injuries. Why recommend this one? Because it's really convenient to use. When elderly people go for square dancing, they often bring it wherever feels uncomfortable. Apply it there. Relieves immediately in 3 to 5 minutes. Contains no drug hormones. Ingredients are mild and non-irritating. Multiple human experiments have confirmed it's twice as effective as oral ones. The price is also very favorable now. Buy 2 and save over 200 yuan. Each 100 ml can be used for 2 months. Very cost effective. Those in need can give it a try. Click on the pinned link to take a look. In 2016, Tennessee and Illinois enjoyed a time of driving out tigers and swallowing wolves, introduced alligator gar from elsewhere to conduct a biological elimination of various Asian carp. Although alligator gar cannot prey on adult carp, they can eat those young small carps. However, the effect seems quite average. The carps and alligator gar are now a funny mashup. The 2-headed 5-foot kill are dominant in the local water basin. The good news is, in recent years, in some waters of Illinois, short-tailed crocodiles have been found, possibly escaped from a zoo. These short-tailed crocodiles should be able to have a good feast. In this bustling water area, eat heartily. 2017, Old Teld appeared. He continued the control policy of the Obama era, continued to invest funds, upgraded the electric grid barriers, promoted electric pulses, sonic encirclement, and other advanced fishing techniques. At the same time, expanded cooperation with local governments and commercial fishermen through subsidies, incentivized commercial fishermen to participate in the capture of Asian carp. Some states catch millions of pounds of Asian carp annually for processing into fish meal, canned products, etc. Attempted to assist governance through commercialization, but starting from 2019, carp became a different matter with Trump. Every time Trump needed to gain voter support, he would publicly declare to help local governance of Asian carp. Then, after the votes were cast, it was as if nothing had happened. Old Teld bound the carp issue with political demands. Innocent carp, while eating and being cared for, could also help Trump win some votes. Truly a pair of ill-fated lovers. 2021. Before Old Teld stepped down, the cumulative investment of the U.S. federal government in the governance of Asian carp had exceeded $600 million, but the governance results still did not meet expectations. Asian carp, still rampant in the Mississippi River Basin, continues to approach the Great Lakes. Financial pressure of control projects and technical bottlenecks are increasingly prominent. Local government's reliance on federal funds continues to increase. Destruction of the local ecology of carp is increasingly severe. By 2025, Old Teld made a comeback. Illinois, near the city of Colliette, called Brandon Road, the Interbasin Project is designated as the core project for Asian carp control. The project is jointly advanced by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers with Illinois, Michigan. Plans to build acoustic deterrents, electric barriers, bubble curtain, water modification into a comprehensive defense system. Those unaware might think it's for fighting aliens. The total investment scale reached $1.150 billion. The federal government is more pragmatic this time, speaking publicly, provided $740 million in funding, completed design and site preparation work. But later, for unknown reasons, the governor of Illinois delayed land expropriation, leading to a prolonged project start. In August 2025, Trump noticed something was amiss. He stated, "The governor of Illinois is completely ungrateful, receiving money but not doing the work, utterly lacking conscience." Regarding issues related to Asian carp, he criticized the governor of Illinois. At the same time, borrowed $19 million to support 18 states. Asian carp removal, monitoring and prevention work. It is evident, in addition to votes, Trump may have some personal grievances with Asian carp. Indeed, this January. However, local governments fear they might stop halfway, worried about getting it halfway done. The federal government withdrew funds. So many projects were delayed. At this time, the Great Lakes water region, although no live traces of species like carp have been discovered yet, the ecological defense line is on the verge of collapsing. The urgency of governance has further increased. In the surrounding waters, the old fish are still leading a carefree life, oblivious to the world around them. By March 10th, Trump couldn't hold it in anymore. He announced a formal declaration of war against Asian carp. However, he neither announced new funding nor proposed a new plan. One can only say this is another political performance targeting votes. Everyone knows what happened later. It seems that carp were indeed too difficult to handle. Trump turned to attack Iran instead, but it seemed not to go very smoothly either. Regarding the introduction to the grudges between Trump and Asian carp, the clearing of these disputes temporarily comes to an end. Thank you all for watching. If everyone liked it, I hope you like and follow. Die Hong. See you in the next episode. Today is another ordinary day. Let's keep going, everyone. Go for it, everyone.